stopping, homie, regardless. But I ain't stopping, no, I ain't stopping. I'm just getting started. Let's go. My skin is pale, but I'm a black sheep. Riding through the city, Satan in the backseat. Hey yo, that's me, I run it like a track meet. A rap fiend, I set the bar high like an athlete. Step in the booth and Zach gon' drop that 808. Cause the vibe is dope and the beat is cracking, now it's getting laced. I'm sharp as a razor blade, I can blow your mind like JFK. I do what I want, you ain't gonna box me.
What's good, everybody? I'm Danny D-Lo, and this is Danny D-Lo Biker TV. In this episode, I want to talk about how it feels to realize you are now becoming a graybeard. Man, I gotta tell y'all, man, last night I was so sad, but I was humble at the same time. It was crazy, man. So me and my brother, we decided, hey man, it's Saturday night. Let's go out and kick it. Let's go to a club. So we found out there was a premier nightclub opening up. So we went to this spot and we was kicking it. And I'm dressed all nice and stuff. I got my nice brand new Dixon on, brand new nice jeans on, you know, got a little bit of jewelry going, you know. I'm looking fly, right? And we up in there, we chilling, man. And first of all, I'm looking around and I'm like, all these girls in here, they look like they're like 15. There's no way they can be 21. Like, I'm still sitting there going, man, somebody wasn't checking IDs or somebody just didn't care, because there ain't no way all these chicks were 21 years old. Like, there was no friggin' way, man. But anyway, we up in this club and we kicking it. And I'm looking around and I'm like, man, you know, this place kind of remind me of, you know, back in the 90s and early 2000s, you know, kicking it up in the clubs in Chicago. You know, we had, you know, they had tables in the VIP section in the back. You had an upper level, you know, you had a stage, you had a big dance floor, you know, girls was dancing, doing their thing. It was popping in there, man. It was lit. And I'm looking around and I said, man, I'm like, what the hell is going on around here? All these fly, fine-ass little girls, man. I can only hope that they were legal. I'll be honest with you, I'm really not sure, so I'm a little uncomfortable talking about it. But I'm looking around and I'm like, man, all these fly-ass girls around here. And they was some dweeby-ass dudes, man. Like, it was like a hipster party, man. It was all these little hipster little twerps walking around with these fine ass girls, and I said, man, what the hell happened, man? Me and my guy were like, we were both floored by what we were witnessing. I was like, man, bro, you know, back in the day, all the fly girls would hang out with the cool dudes, you know, the jocks, the cool biker dudes, the greasers, the you know, the tough guys, you know, the gangbangers, you know, the gangsters, you know what I mean? Like, we were the only two gangster looking fools up in here. And we're looking around and I said, man, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. Like, I'm only 42 years old, okay? And I'm in pretty decent shape, you know. I weightlift, you know, I got some guns on me. You know, I look decent, right? And I always make sure I look presentable when I'm out and about, looking fly, you know. And I'm like looking around and I'm like, these guys are in like joggers and some no-name brand sneakers and some Ralph Lauren t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, these dudes look like straight up like people that we used to not really bully or pick on, but I mean, let's keep it real. We kind of made fun of them, you know, amongst ourselves. Like, look at that dweeb, look at that nerd, look at that geek. And now these guys are all with these beautiful, fine women. And the two cool dudes in the club, we're sitting there like, we were way out of place. We're way out of our league. I was way too old to be up in this joint, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm just looking around and I'm like, yup. It finally hit me. I am too old to be up in a nightclub. Now, that don't mean I'm gonna stop going to clubs, because, you know, come on, man, let's keep it real. Of course I'm going to clubs. I'm single. I gotta go to a club, right? But I'm looking around and I could not believe what I saw, man. It was crazy, man. It was It was a cool spot though, man. We had a good time. We had a couple beers. We was outside. We were chilling, and it was so funny, man. Me and my bro were walking down the street, and these two guys are standing there, and he goes, "Oh, look at these two guys rolling up with Dixons on." And I look over, he's like, "Check it out, man, I got a Dixon too." And then the other guy goes, "Yeah, me too." And I'm like, "What the hell?" I'm like, what is it with you guys and this Dixon stuff, man? Like, I just bought the shirt because it looked cool. You know what I mean? Like, actually, my brother gave it to me. And I'm like, so I had everybody laughing because I said, "Hey, bro, let's do a TikTok together, man." And in the TikTok, I was like, what did I say? I said, "Dixon, it's not just a shirt, it's a family." Like, we thought it was funny, you know? And there's some young cat, man, with this froed out ass hairdo, this little kid. He comes walking up because he heard me say TikTok. And he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I see you on TikTok." He's like, "Hey, let's do a video together, right?" So he was gonna do a video with this other guy. And he looks at this guy and he's like, "This is the kind of videos I do, man." He goes, "So your mama," and started like talking stuff about this dude's mom. And this brother was not having it. All right, he from the old school like we are, right? And he was like, "Listen, dude," he's like, "that's cute and all, but if you say something about my mama one more time, I'm gonna knock you the F out. Like, I ain't playing with you, man." And mind you, police are all over. Like, dude didn't care, right? And I'm looking at dude and I'm like, "Hey, bro, you know, chill out, bro. I don't know you or nothing, but police is everywhere around here, man. Like, chill out, dog. You don't want to go to jail." And this kid didn't know what to do, man. He just looked at me. He looked over at me. And I'm like, "Bro, we all from the 90s, homie. You talk about my mama, dog, I'm gonna bust your stuff to the white meat. I ain't playing with you, man. We don't play that stuff." So then dude walked off, right? But I'm sitting there, man. And there's all these little cute girls walking around me, right? And first of all, some of them are walking up to me. They're like, "Oh, you're the bouncer?" Because I was standing out front. And I'm like, "No, I'm not the bouncer, sweetheart." "Oh, okay, sorry, sir." And let me tell y'all something, man. When she called me sir, that shit irked me down to my soul. I almost cried right in front of everybody. I was just like, wait a minute. Did I just get called sir? Like, I remember I used to be called Papi, Daddy, Sweetheart, Sexy, Big Sexy. Like, what happened to those words, man? When did I become sir? When did it become that I'm sir now, man? I'm like, oh, man, I'm too old to be here, man. I almost cried. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I'm gonna keep it 100. I started to sniffle a little bit. My boy started laughing. I looked at him and I'm like, "Man, shut up, man." And he's laughing at me and shit. I was like, dude, I'm like, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Like, these young folks now, man. But one thing I'll say though, man, it was cool to see all these young bucks in the club, and nobody was trying to fight. Nobody was trying to gang bang or try to act hard. Like, they just all are goofy kids. They're all out having a good time. They're having fun. They're dancing. And that's what it was supposed to always be about. But in Chicago, it would end up in a gunfight outside, you know? So it was cool to see that. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, man, y'all, I don't like it. I do not like it. I do not like it. And there was a commenter on here that got me going too the other day. One of you guys on here, I appreciate you, by the way. He said, "You say you're not a graybeard, but you're giving graybeard advice. So that makes you a graybeard." And I ain't gonna lie to you, man. At first I took that, I said, man, that's deep. You know, that's really deep, man. And I guess, you know, if we're blessed to become a graybeard, it's a great thing. But I'm feeling some type of way about it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, man. I'm having a hard time with this. I'm gonna need some of y'all to help me out with this. Tell me how I'm supposed to really feel about it, because I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm sad. I'm really sad that I'm becoming an old man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. like it makes me want to start running and get some Botox. And hey, Carlos, I need some Botox from Wild on Twos, bro. Hook me up. Like, I'm freaking out over here, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, the age of 40 hit me, but it didn't bother me because it was during the pandemic, and so I couldn't have a party. I couldn't do a big shindig or nothing. So it was like whatever. It just kind of passed. 41, same thing. Pandemic had me all screwed up, and I'm like, whatever. 42. Now I'm starting to look at it, and I'm just like, damn, man, I'm 42. Like, I'm on my way to 50. These are scary times, man, because I'll keep it real with you guys. Yeah, you know, I weightlift a little bit to keep my upper body looking right and feel better about myself and all that, and be in shape. But at the same time, dude, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man, I didn't plan on making it this long. You know what I'm saying? Like, I only planned on living to be around 21 if I was lucky. You know, where I'm from, in the inner city on the west side, man, you know, you guys already know that are in dangerous neighborhoods and stuff, you know, quote unquote urban communities. You know, when you're from the hood and you involved in the gang life, I mean, your life expectancy is like, I think, what, to like 17, 18 or something like that. So, you know, none of us never planned on being 21. So we just wild out, you know. And now here I am, 42, and I'm like, damn, man, I wish I would have kind of took it a little more easier. You know, like, I wish I would have like left some of the booze alone, maybe ate a little better, worked out more, took my vitamins, eat more vegetables. You know what I'm saying? Because I wake up now and I'm like, oh man, dude, I'm 42, man. This kind of hurts a little bit. So I just wanted to talk about that with y'all, man. I thought it was funny. Because like I said, man, I ain't been to a nightclub in a long time, man. I don't really go to bars much because I worked at bars and nightclubs most of my life. So when you work in that field, man, you see all the BS that goes on, the drunks, the fighting, the goofy stuff, the drugs, the booze, all that crap that comes with it. And it gets played out to you, you know. So I don't really go out to nightclubs and bars that much. I mean, I do hit my fair share of strip clubs, but you know, I support my local single moms. So I ain't gonna lie, but I don't really go out like that. You know, I'm out and about, but I don't really go out to the bar scene much. And yeah, last night was a hell of an experience. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I did not like it one bit. So that's what I got to say about that today. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. To my new subscribers, much love and respect. Thank you for showing up. I hope you're enjoying my content so far. To all my day ones, you already know the drill. We keeping it 100. As always, you feel me? So thank you for all of you subscribers out there. Thank you for showing me the love and support and respect y'all been giving me. Remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that alert button. It helps out the algorithm. And until the next episode, we just gonna keep it real and we gonna keep it 100. I'll holla at y'all, man. Peace.